Hey, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe, please a like, that would help me so much, so if you could please like it. Today I want to talk about how to not have a psychosis. Psychosis can be described as like when you lose touch of reality. You go through hallucinations, your mind starts making up stuff. You believe and you think whatever you're experiencing with these hallucinations are right. Like you think this is what real life is when it's not. Hence losing touch of reality. It's not fun, it's not cool, it's not sweet. Now, how do I know so much about it? I have gone through psychosis probably twice, maybe more than maybe more than 2 times. And like I said, it's embarrassing. What I want to do is I want to help people not go through that. I want to help people like never ever get to experience that ever. Like this could be a form of prevention, like preventative methods that I could give you so you can never ever experience it. And if you have experienced it, how to stop experiencing it. I remember I went to, it's like therapy, but outpatient type of therapy. And I told them I want to stop having psychoses, and they said there's not really a way to stop having psychoses. Me personally, I believe that is false. I believe there is a way. They just want to sell their medication to you and continue making more money and continue making more money as their job, as being like a therapist. You know, everything's a money game, and that's a story for another time. I just want to help you guys never ever go through a psychosis again, or just never go through a psychosis, period. Okay, so number 1, don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. Stay away, especially from like psychedelics. For when LSD is a really main drug that will create hallucinations and will create you most of the time to go through a psychosis, because you lose quite literally touch of reality. So make sure you do not do LSD. LSD also goes by the name of acid. It is a psychedelic and it will create you to have hallucinations. Stay away from weed, because although it's fine every once in a while, you don't want to do it all the time, because when you have weed withdrawals, when you're withdrawing from weed, you can create a psychosis. You can have the chance to get a psychosis. Stay away from hard drugs. Don't do no coke. Don't do like none of the other stuff, heroin, fentanyl. Stay away from those, because you will go through psychosis. What do you think all the homeless people, or like, not saying every homeless person does drugs, but I'm saying, what do you think all the crackheads be going through? That be crackheads, and they be crazy. They lost their mind because they go through psychoses. Drugs. That's what they do. The bottom line is stay away from all drugs, even alcohol. Next thing is stop overthinking. Do not overthink, okay? Because you can tire your mind out. Your mind can get tired. When you overthink, you become delusional. When you overthink, you are quick to lose touch of reality. You start making stuff up in your mind. You know, your mind has a voice, okay? And with overthinking, you are listening to that voice over and over again. And that voice is not always right. It's not. Sometimes you just have to turn that voice off. How to turn that voice off? Well, if you're Christian, you could give it all to God. Just literally say in your head, I give this away. I don't take this pressure. God, you are able to handle it. If you're not Christian, there's a universe. There is realistically, scientifically proven to be a universe, okay? And let the universe take all the pressure and be like, I don't want to handle this thought process anymore. Whoever wants it, they can take it. Let the universe take it. Literally say that, and then you'll be fine. Like, just repeat that in your head. That's not overthinking. That's just affirmations. I give it to the universe. If you're completely atheist, I say write down what you're overthinking about and stop overthinking about it. Or just try to change the topic, period. Change the topic. Watch a movie. Distract yourself. Find a distraction. But the bottom line is stop overthinking. Do not isolate yourself. I know some people think, oh, you're powerful when you're alone, oh, you don't need anybody. You don't need friends. You don't need family. But that is lies. That is all false. Because when you are alone and when you isolate yourself, that voice that is in your head that is not always right becomes louder and it becomes harder to ignore. And you have no one around to tell you, like, bro, you're tripping. Sis, you're tripping. So that creates higher possibilities, higher chances to go through a psychosis. You need to have friends. You need to communicate with your family because those are healthy distractions from overthinking. You are not stuck in your own head anymore. Like, you have people to be around. And it's healthy because they can tell you whether like you're tripping or not. Like, like you have people around you, okay? It's healthy. Another thing is make sure you are sleeping. Get rest. Make sure you are sleeping, okay? Because when you don't get any rest, you can hallucinate. Your brain is tired. And that voice, again, gets louder. So even if you oversleep, even if you're taking naps all the time and you're sleeping like all the time, it's better to get more sleep and to oversleep than to get no sleep. Trust me, you will feel healthier, you will feel more calm, and you will feel more in control. You will be happier, you will be healthier, you will be more at peace. So this is non-negotiable. Get some rest. Make sure you are tracking your sleeping schedule. If you did not sleep for one day, if you had a freaking all-nighter, get some rest, seriously. If, keep track. If it's been 2 days and you haven't been sleeping, get some rest. If you can't go to sleep and it's hard for you to go to sleep, and let's say you need weed to go and get some rest, take melatonin. Take some melatonin and get your ass to sleep. Insomnia, take melatonin and get your ass to sleep. Another thing you want to do is stay in the present. I have a little bit of a hard time doing this. But when you stay in the present, that also gets back to, when I was talking about to not overthink, that helps you stop overthinking when you're staying in the present and, you're staying in the moment. It helps you stay grounded. It is another healthy distraction, staying in the present. What are the things that needs to be done around the house? What do you need to do now? What do you need to do with yourself? What do you need to do in your room? What are some things that you've been slacking on, procrastinating on, that you need to do right now? What are some things you need to plan about for the future? And write it down. What are some things you need to organize? What are some things you could do for fun, entertainment right now? And focus on it. Focus on whatever the freak you are doing right now. Focus on it. Have your full attention on it. And don't think about anything else besides what you are doing right then and now. You're not listening to that voice in your head when you're focusing on the right now. You're not thinking about anything else. You don't even have room to hallucinate when you're focusing on the right now. You are healthy. You are satisfied in a way. When you're staying present, you are staying grounded. And another way to be grounded, and this makes you grounded in reality as well. Like you are focused on reality. Okay, you're not losing touch when you are focusing on the present and what you need to do right now. Another way to stay grounded is wiggling your toes, massaging yourself, like cuddling yourself, because it's like, I'm human, I am here, I am existing, I am fine. When you're wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers, it's like, okay, I'm here. Now that you know that you're human, right? Because that's real, that's realistic. You know you need to eat. You know you need to sleep, like I said. And you know you need to drink water. That's another big thing. Make sure you are drinking water and make sure you are eating, okay? Have some food. Keep up with your meals. Okay, if you need to write it down, like, okay, I need to eat 3 times a day, write it down. You need to eat 3 times a day, and daily check it off the list. Check it off the list. Make sure you're making, that's being rooted in reality, okay? When you know these basic survival instincts and you keep up with these basic survival instincts. Don't get distracted by social media and stuff like that. Make sure you are eating. Make sure you are drinking water, because water helps relieve the mind. Trust me, it is scientifically proven with water. It's not a game. Go outside and get some sun. Nature helps us stay in reality. Nature, being in nature, because that is real, that is here, okay? With your feet, sensory, it's real. Walk in the grass barefoot. When they say go outside and touch some grass, that has some truth behind it. That has some effectiveness to it. That actually really helps. It ties into wiggling your toes. Breath work also helps. Breathing and breath work and staying in control. But me personally, I don't really do breath work. I just wiggle my toes. I make sure I'm eating. I get some sleep, adequate sleep. That's what I do. Also, back to the social media part. Too much social media aids in making that voice in your head crazier, because we can all attest to the fact that social media has so much bullshit in it. Like, there are so much things that are nonsense in social media. So much post, memes, just crazy stuff that is on social media. The internet is a crazy place, because what else do you have on the internet? You have porn. Is porn healthy? No, it is not healthy. So if you have that, what do you think? Like, all the basic comedy, goofy stuff that is on social media and Instagram, it's not good for you if you're constantly on it and doom scrolling. Because what's another word that's invented? Brain rot. It's in the word. It's in the word. That's what you're doing to your brain, okay? And the brain, the mental, is very, 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 very significant when it comes to psychosis because it's your brain. So you don't want to be obsessed and on social media all the time. You want to take a break from social media because social media does not keep you in the present. Try not to get upset too much. Don't get angry all the time, because that's going to trigger you to want to do drugs and stuff like that. So don't do it. Stay away from things that make you upset. That also tires your brain out really quickly. Being upset or being sad. And I know from experience, and that's like what I was going through pretty recently ago, is being sad and being upset. So try not to do that. Try to stay happy or with things that make you happy. Oops, excuse me, and content. Make sure you are pooping. Make sure you are peeing. Basic grounding things. Make sure you are taking showers. Basic grounding things. Keeps you in touch with reality. Basic survival instincts. Basic survival things. Write it in your notes and make sure you are keeping track of basic survival things. Easy, healthy distractions. Cleaning, singing, listening to good music. Positive music helps, which even if you're an atheist, listening to Christian music does help too because it's positive. And yeah, I feel like that is it for today's video. Make sure you like, please subscribe, and comment down below. All right, bye.